pay attention to Africa. That's where the alpha is.
Okay, and we're going to drill down here on the role of development banks. Yeah, absolutely the case. Thank you for that. The role of development banks in the region, the global development banks, currency guarantees, how to exit with profits in our next round with you. Before we go further, I call on President Hassan. Prime Minister Levy is going to be speaking in Portuguese. She understands my English, which I'm very pleased about. But she prefers, because we're talking about investment and we have investors in the audience, to go to her mother tongue, which I fully understand. The English translation, I know, is on number 1. And Portuguese is on 6, but I think we're going to have Arabic also in translation as well. So please grab your devices. President Hassan, I talked about the $60 billion. It's not a huge sum for Africa last year, but you pulled in, as a country, $11 billion. Last year you had 3 mineral resource deals take place. For those who follow energy, and I'm one of them, you have a $42 billion deal pending for LNG, which is a monster, with ExxonMobil, Equinor, Shell, and a regional partner as well. What reforms have you already done to attract that capital? And you were saying that tourism makes up 17% of your economy. It's been very robust. You're the former Minister of Tourism. But what reforms are in place now to attract investment and the guarantees you're giving? And what do you want to do next to entice even more investment, please?
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me in this panel. Going back to your question, that what reforms have you been taking to invite more investment in the country? First of all, we thought we have to create a conducive business environment in the country. So we had to change our policies, laws and regulations to make them more attractive to the investors to come in the country. But number 2, we had to have policy consistency, reliable policy, consistency in our policies. That's what we have done. But again, building the necessary investment infrastructure, like the physical infrastructure. We've been working hard in constructing the standard gauge railway. It's about 2,100 kilometers connecting to Burundi, and then it will connect to DRC. And we think that's a major route which can be used from Dar es Salaam port to wherever in the region.
It's very important for the DRC to unlock its mineral resources
as
well, right?
Yes.
That's a major infrastructure project, by the way. The length and the scale you're talking about.
Tanzania is bordering 8 countries. So we have to make sure we are getting through all 8 countries. So physical infrastructure, roads, railway, but then Tanzania is sharing 3 major lakes: Lake Victoria, Lake Nyasa, and Lake Tanganyika. And we have major ports in all those lakes, plus the ports in Indian Ocean. We are surrounded, we have a very big stretch of Indian Ocean where we have 4 major ports: Dar es Salaam ports, which is the main gate. But again, we have Mtwara port to the south of Tanzania, and then we have Tanga port to the north. And we're trying to connect these ports to other areas of Tanzania by railway so that we can transport the stocks which are coming to Tanzania, going to the neighboring countries.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Were you raising the money for these very large infrastructure projects? They're sizable.
Yeah, of course, we have been working closely with the African Development Bank during when Adesina was a president of the bank, but even before. And we are working very well with the World Bank, plus other funds in the Gulf, the OPEC Fund, the Abu Dhabi Fund, the ADEX, Abu Dhabi Export Fund. So we are exploring from different funds. So another area, so let me say that in principle, the basic infrastructure for investment growth is already laid in Tanzania. Already laid, and having done that, we have improved the number of projects registered in the country. By 2018, we had around 250 projects, FDIs,
Wow.
in the country. But till 2024, we have registered 970 something projects in the country. And that's from $3.8 billion, and now we have close to $12 billion.
Interesting.
So that's
So you did lay out
that's the
the
result of the
roll
of
out the carpet for those investors to come in.
Yes,
So I'll park it there with you for just a moment because we're a little bit tight on time, and I'm going to bring in Prime Minister Levy.